In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a pop ballad. And to do that, I'll be remaking If the World Was Ending by Julia Michaels and JP Sachs. And in my remake, I'll break down the elements, the sounds of those elements, the mixing, the structure, arrangement, all that jazz. And hopefully by the end of this tutorial, you can make a song in the similar style to this one. Set the tempo around 75 BPM. Start off with some piano chords. And the velocity for those notes, as you can see right here, I lowered them from the original basic starter note, and to do that you could just highlight everything, Alt, and then drag your mouse wheel down, and then as you see, as you do that, it kind of lowers. And for the sound of the piano, I use this flex preset, and I turned the darken macro all the way up. And then for the mixing, I just have a Fruity Blood overdrive on here with the color turned all the way up just to amplify the sound a little bit, and a Fruity EQ with the vocal presence preset, which just lowers a little bit of the lows and boosts a little bit of the highs. I like this preset a lot. Next, use the long version of those chords for some strings. And the velocity of these notes are a little bit lower than the notes used for the piano chords. And for the sound, I used the string preset from Flex. And for mixing, all I did is I used the same EQ from earlier, because we still kind of want to get rid of a little bit of lows and boost a little bit of highs. Next, take those long chords and arpeggiate them. The final arp sounds like this. And the velocity is much lower for this, as you can see down here. And for the sound, I used this soft and tiny piano preset from Nexus, and I did a little bit more mixing on this. I did the Fruity Blood overdrive, but nothing done to it, just the preset thrown in there. Same exact EQ from earlier. And I also did some reverb on here, and I did the venue preset right there. This piano arp type thing is something that you kind of just want floating around in the background. It's not something that needs to stand out or be prominent. It's just to build some atmosphere in the track. Next, take the bass notes from those chords and put it into some bass presets. For the sounds of these basses, I used this bass preset from Flex and a sub bass preset from MHA's Vital Soundbank Volume 1. The first one's more like of a lower acoustic bass, and then the second one's more like a digital sub bass in the background. And for mixing, all I did on here is put a Fruity Blood, a plain, nothing done to it, Fruity Blood overdrive in there. Now for the drums, I have like an ambient kind of stadium kick. And I have this little percussion sample right here. The best way I could describe this sound is like hitting the side of a drum or like a bongo or something like that. And the pattern that I put these two samples in sounds like this. Kind of basic for pop music if you think about it. And for effects, all I did is I put this little transition from the intro part of the song to the chorus, which this sample in particular kind of doubles as both a transition and an impact. So for the structure of the track, essentially my advice for structure is just anything except the chorus will just be piano, and then the chorus is this. Everything over here. That's why I just have the piano from the original song over here, because it's just kind of different chords and stuff that I didn't really feel was important to the tutorial. So you just have a piano playing for any verses or bridges or anything like that, and then up here is the chorus where you have the piano that we made, the strings, bass, arp, the drums, and effects as well, and the effects are only playing as an intro to the chorus. And after all that, here's the final result.
I know, you know, we weren't meant for each other, and it's fine. But if the world was ending, you come over, right? You come over and you say goodnight. Would you love me for the hell of it? All our fears would be irrelevant. If the world was ending, you come over, right? Sky be falling while I hold